You know, I work on cruise ships, and part of my job is to introduce the nightly show. So I'd come down, you know, you've got 300-400 people sat there, and you say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen," and they say, "Oh, good evening back to you," and things like this. And you're thinking about what is happening the following day, and you're relaying this information, but in the back of your head, you're thinking, "Oh, does my hair look all right?" You know, and it's a nightmare. You then focus on the wrong things, because you're focusing about, am I going bored? Can I do anything about this? Rather than, let me just get on with my job. On a cruise ship, you want it to be the best it can be. And that also filters down to your own self-esteem and your own self-worth. And you want to feel good as well. And you don't necessarily, I didn't necessarily feel good with how my hair currently looked, and my hairline currently looked. Bringing that up to your friends and your family, and they say, "Oh, we are tired of hearing about this now. This is on you at this point, you know. So if you want to do something about it, you go and do something about it. But please stop talking about it." And I think that was the impetus to then go, right, okay, I'm going to do this. You know, all I can do is try, and then we try it, and then if that makes me feel better in my self-esteem, and my friends and my family don't have to hear about it anymore, fantastic. So for me, the most important thing was coming somewhere that was recognised. My friend Chris had a hair transplant done at Westminster Medical Group and was very complimentary about it. So I think that was important, because having already seen the results on Chris, fantastic. In any business, it can be a case of, you know, wham bam, thank you very much, you're done, see you later, thanks for your money. I've never felt that was the case here, because it seemed very much, okay, so you paid for your procedure, but how are you? And I think that's key. The support, the follow-up, the aftercare has been second to none. And I think that in my experience with businesses in general, it's been up there. It's been easily one of the best experiences. Everyone was very welcoming, very friendly. Nerves dissipated straight away. And you're taken up, you know, do you want any refreshments? And you wait a little while, and then you go straight to it. And that was great, you know. And then they even give you your option of Netflix if you want to watch a series while you're having the procedure done, which was kind of nice. You know, and all of a sudden I had these guests on board the ship, and they say, "How old are you?" And you tell them, and then previously they're saying, "Oh, you're in your mid to late 50s or whatever it is," and then suddenly they're saying you're actually in your 30s. You know, the truth is somewhere in the middle, and that's a nice feeling. You know, and I think the most main takeaway from it is that people say it looks natural, because I have a colleague who had it done elsewhere, and his doesn't look as natural. You know, the support is always there, whereas if you go somewhere further afield, you may not necessarily have that, or at minimum ease of access to that. You come in and you have a hair transplant, and the expectation is straight away. But it doesn't work like that, you know. And you have to have patience, and you have to allow yourself to go on the journey. I don't think there's a stigma here. I think it's okay to say I've had a hair transplant. I'm very honest about it. I post it on social media all the time, because I think it's important to let people know that it's okay. It may seem like such a small thing to some people, but for some people it can be a life changer, a lifesaver. If it makes you feel better as a person and with your interpersonal relationships at work or whatever it may be, if it makes you feel better, why not? You know, it's one less thing to worry about.